Hello, you're kicking off the Sunday's edition of Qpvn English News Bulletin with Milichi and the headlines. 13th Party Central Committee wraps up 12th plenum. Activities held to mark Wounded Veterans and Martyrs Day. Bringing heritage to modern life to sustainable development tourism. After 2 working days on July the 19th, the 12th plenary session of the 13th Party Central Committee concluded. Party General Secretary PLENUM chaired the event and delivered an important speech. General Secretary PLENUM affirmed that the delegates held in-depth, comprehensive and highly unified discussions on 3 strategic content groups with long-term implications crucial for preparing for the 14th National Party Congress and advancing the country's continued renewal and sustainable development in the new era. The party chief stated that the Party Central Committee has decided to integrate the contents of 3 documents, including the political report, the socio-economic report, and the summary report on party building work, into a political report in a consistent, unified, and synchronous manner to be submitted to the 14th National Party Congress. General Secretary PLENUM affirmed that at the conference, the Party Central Committees unanimously affirmed that the orientation for personnel work for the 14th National Party Congress is an especially important document, decisive for the entire process of preparation and election of personnel to the Party Central Committee, the Politburo, the Secretariat, the General Secretary, and key leadership position of the state, thereby continuing to the success of the 14th National Party Congress. The preparation of personnel for the 14th National Party Congress must be carried out in a synchronous, scientific, methodical, rigorous, democratic, objective, and transparent manner, ensuring strict compliance with the party's regulations, the principle of democratic centralism, and the provisions of the law. To effectively carry out the work in the coming term, the party chief requested that party committees, party organizations, and the entire political system urgently and thoroughly disseminate the conclusions of the 12th plenary session, ensuring that each officer and party member fully understands and implements with high consensus. On July the 19th, the Prime Minister issued Directive No. 112 calling on militaries and local authorities to proactively respond to powerful Typhoon Mifa. With rapid movement and wide-reaching impact on both sea and inland, the storm poses serious risks. To ensure public safety, the Prime Minister instructed northern and north-central provinces to update residents with timely disaster warnings and guide them in storm response skills. High-risk zones, especially coastal and landslide-prone areas, must be prepared for emergency evacuations with plans to provide temporary shelter, food, and essentials. Tourist safety on islands and coastal zones must also be ensured. Round-the-clock emergency monitoring and response must be in place. The Ministry of Agriculture and Environment is tasked with safeguarding dikes, reservoirs, and crops, while the Ministries of National Defense and Public Security are to ready forces and equipment for rescue missions. On the occasion of the 60th fighting anniversary of the Signal Brigade 26 of the Air Defense Air Force Service, July the 20th, 1965-2025, General Phan Van Zan, Minister of National Defense, on behalf of the Central Military Commission and the Ministry of National Defense, sent a letter of commendation to the unit. In this letter, the Minister praised the Brigade for its unity, ingenuity, and outstanding achievements in securing communications for combat readiness, training exercises, natural airspace management, disaster response, incident handling, search and rescue operations, and civil defense over the past 6 decades. He expressed hope that the brigade will continue to build on its proud tradition and excel in all assigned missions in the years to come. On the occasion of the 70th Day for Martyrs and Wounded Veterans, July the 27th, 1947-2025, various agencies and units have organized meaningful tribute activities. On July 13th to the 19th, 2025, the Department of Military Force Building, under the General Staff, organized tribute activities at historic sites in Military Region 4. The delegation offered incense and flowers at the Kim Liên Relic Site in Nghệ An, the Victory Monument, the Memorial to 10 Heroic Female Youth Volunteers, and the National Youth Volunteer Memorial. They honored those who sacrificed their lives to maintain vital wartime roots. The journey continued with visits to the tomb of General Võ Nguyên Giáp, Quang Trị Citadel, and the Route 9 and Trường Sơn National War Cemeteries, sacred places tied to the struggle for national independence. These activities honored the tradition of when drinking water, remember its source, while fostering pride and a sense of responsibility among military personnel. On July the 19th, a delegation from Military Region 4 Command and the People's Committee of Huế City offered incense and tribute to fallen heroes at the Martyrs Memorial House on Route 71, located in Sub-Region 67, Phong Điền Ward, Huế City. In front of the memorial, delegates and families of the martyrs solemnly offered flowers and incense, observing a moment of silence to honor the heroic sacrifices made for national independence and the defense of the country. In October 2020, during a rescue mission at Reup 3 hydropower plant, 13 military and local officials briefly lost their lives. Coming up next, young Vietnamese intellectuals contribute to a new era of national growth. Bringing heritage to modern life to sustainable development tourism. On July the 19th and the 20th, the 6th Global Forum for Young Vietnamese Intellectuals took place at VinUni, Hanoi with the theme Global Young Vietnamese Intellectuals Contribute to the Nation's Advancement into a New Era, attracting 201 official delegates, more than 300 observers and guests from over 20 countries and territories. The forum focused on discussing 4 key thematic groups, with science and technology playing a central role, aimed at concretizing Resolution 57 of the Politburo on the development of science, technology, innovation, and national digital transformation. Through the pre-forum discussion sessions, we saw a very high spirit among all delegates, and we expect that through such connections, we have concrete products which are research groups, research problems, and products that have potential for application. The forum brings together talented young scientists from the world's leading organizations, along with domestic experts. Delegates proposed models, initiatives, technologies, and innovative solutions derived from practice. Particularly, it is an important bridge for young overseas intellectuals to bring the experience and knowledge they have learned from advanced countries in the world to apply and deploy in Vietnam. This forum presented the topic of AI and the challenges and difficulties for Vietnam. Next time, I will participate and support the government, businesses, and universities to transform data as well as build AI infrastructure in universities. I also participated in a few presentations at this conference on hot topics such as climate change and extreme natural disasters, and more specifically, I focused on solving the problems of environmental pollution and water resource degradation. The forum was also attended by military delegates, affirming the role and contribution of military youth in the development of science, technology, and innovation, contributing to the nation's advancement into a new era. Military youth plays a very important role in the country's development. We must advance in scientific and technological research, innovation, and creativity to bring our intelligence and dedication to the process of building the country. First of all, building a revolutionary, disciplined, elite, and modern Vietnam People's Army. After the event, the organizing committee will publish the recommendation report of the Young Intellectual Community, the forum proceedings, and the Global Forum for Young Vietnamese Intellectuals database as the foundation for the strategy to promote young intellectuals for the 2025-2030 period with a vision to 2045. Da Nang International Airport has officially rolled out paperless flight procedures using facial recognition technology integrated with the VNEID electronic identification app. The implementation of biometric check-in procedures marks a significant step forward in the modernization and digital transformation of the aviation industry. It enhances the passenger experience while affirming Da Nang International Airport's pioneering role in applying advanced technology to airport operations. Initially, the system is being applied to domestic flights operated by Vietnam Airlines and Vietjet Air. Passengers can use the VNEID app for facial recognition and follow the instructions to complete online check-in. At security and the boarding gate, the system will automatically verify their identity via Face ID, no need for physical documents or staff interaction. This service requires a Level 2 VNEID account, the latest app version, and is available for passengers at 14 and above. Recently, within the framework of cultural activities celebrating the 75th founding anniversary of the Vietnam-Russia diplomatic relations establishment at the Moscow Folk Art Center in Russia, Lệ Ngọc State continued its cultural exchange program and art performance called the Vietnam-Russia Friendship Epic. The Vietnam-Russia Friendship Epic featured more than 10 meticulously choreographed performances, including dancing, singing, outside performance, and performances of some or folk singing. A large number of Vietnamese community in Russia and Russian friends attended the event. The performances received enthusiastic cheers from the audience. I'm so proud when Vietnamese artists sing Russian songs. After the visit to Russia of General Secretary To Lâm and his spouse Ngô Phương Ly, more cultural exchange activities will be held. Hopefully, in the time to come, both sides will organize more such activities. Attending the event, Vietnamese ambassador to Russia Đặng Minh Khôi said that in the coming term, many other cultural exchange and promotion activities between the two countries will be held, especially the first Vietnam Cultural Festival to be held at Manasnaya Square in Moscow by the local authorities of Moscow in coordination with Vietnamese embassy in Russia. The ambassador extended a warm invitation to all Russian friends to participate in all activities within the event. Recently, in Khổng Lào, Community Lai Châu Province, the Department of Cultural Heritage under the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism announced and presented the 2025 Certificate of National Intangible Cultural Heritage to Lai Châu. Efforts are underway to integrate heritage into modern life, promote sustainable tourism, and create livelihood in the region. In 2025, 4 practices from Lai Châu were recognized as National Intangible Cultural Heritage: the Thanh Kinh Bang Festival, the Giao Healing Knowledge, the traditional Thai cuisine, and the Cấp sắc ceremony of the Giao Tuyển ethnic group. Today, with the state recognizing our intangible cultural heritage, both local authorities and the community are truly delighted. In 2025, Lai Châu Province had 8 more elements recognized as natural intangible cultural heritage, bringing the total to 13. The remaining 3, Han Nhi Soi dance, Sanyaka singing, and the traditional weaving craft of the Reup people, will be certified in the near future. The recognized heritage elements have been effectively preserved and passed down by local communities and heritage bearers. Some are now regularly practiced in festivals and daily life. The recognition of these heritage elements not only serves as a source of pride for ethnic communities, but also comes with great responsibility to preserve, pass down, and promote their values. Integrating heritage into modern life is a vital direction linked to sustainable tourism, youth education, and livelihood development. Lai Châu is the region rich in the cultural heritage of ethnic minorities. We highly appreciate the province's cultural management efforts. The local sector has conducted heritage inventories and selected those that meet the ministry's criteria to propose for recognition as natural intangible cultural heritage. Lai Châu is the border province with 20 ethnic groups, including the Thai, Zay, Lao, and Lu, known for its cultural diversity. The recognition of heritage elements not only enriches cultural identity, but also creates opportunities to promote socio-economic development, especially in community tourism, traditional education, and strengthening of the national unity bloc. It is the end of the English News Bulletin today. You can watch the news again at qpvn.vn. For now, goodbye and see you next time.